An important element of understanding how to support people so that they can contribute to our common development is to examine what it is that creates a will to contribute. Understanding and participation is a key element to engaging people. The funnel is a simple way of explaining the process behind a decision that leads to a change and describes how people, based on their understanding, normally follow a train of thought from a decision to take actions. The starting point is that if we had enough insight into the things that needed to be done from the start, we would have done them already. Our view on what is important to do is based on the understanding we have of the outside world. To be able to see something we could not see before, the existing image and understanding needs to be altered by new input and facts. We are strongly influenced by having access to new facts that disturbs our existing understanding of the situation. It is hard and unlikely to have an attitude towards something if you don't know what the real situation is. A new background consisting of new facts and not opinions normally leads to the start of a process of adaptation, and we intuitively process these new facts to see what impact they have on ourselves or the people close to us. Facts in the following impact are necessary to create an understanding of something that is in need for change. We often face difficulties in the changes that will happen, as we at the moment are not educated enough to handle them. This disharmony we describe as a gap, an unanswered question, or a missing solution to a problem. It is often uncomfortable or unpleasant to find yourself in such situations, where you can see an important issue but do not have a solution. Many of us have probably woken up at dawn, awoken by subconscious attempts at finding the first step. As humans, we have a strong intrinsic drive to close open gaps. A gap appears when new facts become visible and consequences have shown that a change is necessary. The newly developed demand for change needs to be dealt with by creating a notion of what needs to be changed and how to implement it. Such a direction is called vision, strategy, or solution, depending on the magnitude of the issue. The suggested solutions are not yet concrete, clear, or resolute enough for them to be implemented, but they are a mental and general image of how the path and the goal might manifest itself. It is therefore only natural that this important but blurred picture of where to move needs to be complemented by further steps. The most important part of this process of finding priorities is to define what is most important to start with, an area of focus. This focus is necessary to be able to bundle forces and get the process of development going. When addressing the focus, it is more natural and easier to identify and decide the concrete actions that are suitable to create successful change. Once this has been done, the people involved through the entire thinking and decision-making process are more likely to want to make sure the activities decided upon will lead to the expected outcome. In this approach, targets and KPIs are used to monitor that the steps and actions of the process lead towards the desired state. After having followed the train of thought through the funnel, a number of new alternative activities are opened up to all individuals. When decided and acted upon, these alternatives contribute to closing the gap and moving the process of change forward in the new context. Overall, this supports to address the reasons for change, which we have identified in the background analysis. The gap becomes, as shown by the image, a central part in creating decisiveness and drive in the process of development. The funnel describes the importance of individual decision-making for the understanding participation, and the reward of following the funnel is a successful development process that ensures a common agreement for the next step. It is fascinating to see how big the differences of human engagement is. It is surely not surprising that loyalty to a decision, based upon that people are involved in creating solutions, is much higher compared to an approach where the solution is presented to them and people are only asked to approve. It comes without saying that if speed and execution are wanted, all individuals should be invited to take part in all steps of the funnel. This leads to that more people will contribute with actions and solutions to accelerate the development.